right, cowboys and cowgirls, welcome back to Red Dead Redemption 2. Send the gang in there.
You make the move.
It's time. It's time once again. I am Jeff.
I'm Jason. We're clearing out some O'Donnells, O'Driscolls.
The Jerry O'Connell gang is over here. They're sliding all over the place. We gotta get rid of them.
The Jerry Maguire gang is here.
Oh shit! No, you gotta use one with an O, Jason.
The Jerry Maguire.
They're not just the Jerrys. Jerry from Rick and Morty's over here.
What if it was just the Jerrys?
Just the Jerrys.
And they're an Old West gang.
That does sound like an old-timey gang, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh man.
And it also sounds like an episode of Rick and Morty.
Yeah. Okay.
So you've played this game a little bit more.
Yeah. Let's briefly just say that when we originally conceived of this, we were gonna do basically like kind of blind playthrough. Is that? Oh, that's Dutch. Dutch man, you gotta not sneak up on me. I will shoot you. And then we realized that we want to make a bunch of poop and fart jokes, and that means that we don't want to like have to pay attention to shit.
Totally pay attention.
So we both have been playing a little bit on our own.
Yeah. What are your thoughts so far?
It's interesting.
It is very interesting. Not a lot of fun.
Well,
but it's real interesting.
I think okay, so I like if we could wax philosophic for just a second while I kill off all the fucking Jerrys. You know what I really miss is the ability to run up into people's faces.
I know.
And then just like put my thing in their belly. Here, let me eat some. And then the fact that
I tried to do it to a bear. That bear wrecked my shit, dude.
Don't do it to a bear.
You can't do it to a bear.
What I'm kind of getting from this is that, like, the best thing that I've thought of is that the original Red Dead Redemption was like The Quick and the Dead, and this is like Unforgiven. Like, it's very serious. It's very like in depth. It's got a lot of mechanics that I don't know that they're doing anything to really help the game. But I do find that like if I just kind of relax and stop like trying to play this like a video game reviewer and just am like,
yeah,
I guess I'm just gonna play this game forever. Like, I guess I'm just never gonna be done with Red Dead Redemption 2.
I think that's how you have to reconcile, like, all right, I'm going to be spending a lot of time with this, or
get out of it,
or I'm not. But it's not going to be coming down off of Spider-Man,
right,
to this.
Yes,
is like,
it is not like that. Like,
oh my god, it's so different because it's like Spider-Man's like, here's web swinging, and it's awesome.
Right,
go,
yeah,
and then the rest of the game is just fun.
It's like every 10 minutes you get something. You just get something every 10 minutes.
You constant rewards and all that. It's like you used Unforgiven versus Quick and the Dead. I would say that the original is the Wild Bunch, and this I told you this. The original is the Wild Bunch, whereas this is the original Red Dead Redemption is the Sam Peckinpah movie, The Wild Bunch, whereas this is a Ken Burns documentary about the Old West.
Or like, I don't know.
And
like,
it's fascinating.
Like 310 to Yuma or something, like the remake of 310 to Yuma.
It is a staggering achievement.
Yep.
But it asks a lot of you.
I'll tell you what, it brings to the fore a question. Oh shit, did I finally get cocaine mode? Because I can't hit shit without cocaine mode in this game. Hey motherfuckers, I'm all shitty and hopped up on cocaine.
I got some of Gary's stash. Y'all fucked.
Yeah.
Y'all fucked. I just think that I like thinking that whenever Dr. Albert Schnitzel gets excited,
so that we're sticking with Albert Schnitzel.
We don't have to. That's just where it landed.
Okay, all right.
But yeah, whenever he gets excited into a bloodlust, he just gets really high pitched and screechy.
You know, the way that Arthur Morgan is so much slower than John Marsden makes me think that Arthur Morgan might be more into like black tar heroin or like opium or some shit like that.
Yeah,
because. John Marsden's all just like, well, I don't know. And, Arthur Morgan's just like, oh, partner, see how you doing it. You may be going.
I'm gonna go chase the dragon.
I gotta do a thing. Well, thanks, partners. Oh, did you know this, Jason? I don't know if they'll let me do it, but did you know that if you double-click on the L1 button? Oh, okay, we'll see it later.
Do you spin the gun?
You spin the gun. Oh, you do a little flourish.
That's cool. Yeah. See, now that I've gotten past the first like several hours of the game.
Yes.
It is unveiling its delicious soft underbelly to me.
It's like
this is what I waited for. This is what I wanted to sink my teeth into. Finally.
Yeah.
And it finally gets there, but it's just like, hey, you're going to have to learn a lot of systems, and some of them are going to pester you for the rest of the game. Like you got to like brush your horse.
Mm-hmm.
You got to clean your gun.
Yep.
You got to take care of your camp. And so there's a lot of like sim and maintenance stuff. It's almost like everyone said, hey, the Bonnie McFarlane missions in the original one were kind of shitty. And Rockstar said, what? You want a whole game about Bonnie McFarlane shit? Okay. It's like once you get past that, which requires a lot of work,
Yep.
then it's like, oh, here's the real story, here's the game, here's the interesting stuff. I get, I could just choose to rob this train.
Right.
Okay, cool. And once you start getting the freedom, and once it's like, all right, we got all of these goddamn systems explained to you.
Right.
Now here's the meat of the game. I still think that is a fundamental fucking flaw in that.
Ooh, Jason coming in hot.
I know. It's just
hot,
like,
Jason. It's the way that I was thinking about it the other day was that like, okay, so there's some games like Doom. Doom is like eating a hamburger, right? Like you don't need any special shit. Somebody just gives it to you and you're like, oh, fuck, this is delicious. Fuck yeah, put it in my face.
Yeah.
And then there's games like, I don't know, like Dark Souls or Hitman or whatever, where it's like, you need a fork, you need a knife and a fork to really kind of like get in there.
Sure.
This game is like, it was like when they hand you a hammer, when they bring you your crab, and you're just like, oh, I've got to disassemble this thing like a fucking barbarian.
Right.
Because yes, there is a gooey, creamy, interesting center, but the thing so far that I have seen is that there is a question that I think every video game developer should ask, and it's, does this make my game more fun? And there are a lot of things in here that like. I'm sorry, I'm going to go off on a lot of tangents here, but
it also depends on what you're expecting and what kind of game you want.
Exactly.
Because this might not be the kind of game you're expecting. Once I gave myself over to it and realized, oh, it's not this kind of game, it's that kind of game.
Right.
That aspect of it became kind of brilliant, and I started to warm up to it. And once you get through all of that stuff, I still think it's a very, very poor way to start the game, but overall, that doesn't make it a poor game. I do think this is a brilliant, amazing achievement. But it just asks you to get through so much. It's kind of like Buffy. Buffy the Vampire Slayer is a fucking great TV show and one of my favorites. But a lot of people say, and I don't really know where I fall on this, but a lot of people say, well, you got to get through the first season. It's like, the first season?
That's
I
like,
gotta watch the whole first season?
Like 21 episodes? Are you kidding me?
It's like, and this is that. It's asking a lot of you, but then once you do, it starts to go, no, see, now you get it. And I think Rockstar's honestly the only company that could have done this. They could have said, we're going to make a AAA game, and it's going to be challenging. It's going to be hard for you to love at first. But we're going to do it because we're Rockstar, and you're going to stick with us. And I think you'll be rewarded for it. And I think I am now at the point in the game where I'm starting to be rewarded for it.
I think so too. What I was going to say is that there's a whole. I feel like I see this op-ed piece a whole bunch of times on fucking up their ass, smell their farts video game websites that are just like, you should really turn off your radar and your health bar when you play game X because then you really have to just get into the game. But I think this is kind of one of those games where it's like this game. It's I agree with you where it's like
you gotta catch that motherfucker, dude.
Yeah, I know. I'm going. Is that it? Definitely
get your lasso ready.
Yeah, it definitely has a high cost to start.
High barrier for entry.
And even when we get to playing this, like I feel that like playing more of it has informed the way that we're gonna have to play this. Where I'm gonna have to like get ready every episode.
Oh no!
So that we can just mainstream missions, and we don't have to spend 40 minutes like riding to the next mission, which the game totally wants you to do.
Oh yeah,
and that's fine and everything, but like fucking bro, Jason and I got lives and shit, right? Like, weehaw,
nice,
suck it, motherfucker.
And I still haven't yet unlocked fast travel.
Oh, I haven't either. But I'll tell you what I did was have you been to like what's it called, like Saint Denis or whatever, Saint Denis, the New Orleans town?
Last night I stole a train. And that didn't go real well.
I know where this is going. Oh, yeah, I did that. I live streamed this on Sunday, and I ended with stealing a train. I was just like, how many fucking lawmen are there in this universe?
So I just rode the train until I put enough distance between the law and me, and I ended up in New Orleans, basically.
Yep.
And I was like, I gotta ditch this fucking train. And I ditched the train.
Ditching a train.
It's like I ditched the train, and I got the lawman out of there, and I was like, okay, I think I can ditch the train now, because I was riding it forever, and the law was on me the whole time, and I'm like, I'm getting so far away, and I got so far away from home that it just took me a while to get back, especially since I could not for the life of me get a horse without stirring up some serious shit.
Oh, yeah, because your horse was on the other side of the world, and so you have to either find a stable or steal a horse.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm not buying a horse. I had plenty of money, but I was not going to buy a horse. So I ended up like stealing a carriage, but then I got robbed, and I ended up having to kill like all of these guys. And in the fracas, the horse that I'd stolen, or the carriage that I'd stolen, they ran off. All the horses were gone, so I was left again with a bunch of fucking corpses.
Yep.
And me having to walk to civilization, which is kind of funny, but it's like once you realize what this game is, and I don't know, there's kind of a zen to it in the traveling. It does get tedious, but it's like, thank God this game is fucking gorgeous, because you're gonna have to look at that scenery a lot.
What I was thinking today is that what I don't understand is, okay, all right, fast travel, sure, no fast travel, right? I'm okay with taking trains and carriages and shit like that and then driving to places. What I really, though, wish there was that, like, in the latest Assassin's Creed franchise, you can just say, horse, go on the line that the map has put.
Yes.
And then let go of the controller.
Oh, my God, yes.
Because having to fucking hold this X button down for fucking 20 minutes, man, like, I'm not super cool with that. Now, like, I want to be able to stop when somebody on the side of the road is like, hey, I have a problem. Will you help me? But, like, I really wish that, like, just right here, that I could just, like, let off of the X button and let the controller.
Just let it go.
But
it's not. He stops.
He won't.
Yeah.
Like, it's a fucking horse. You've already made it clear that they've all got their own, like, personalities and sized testicles.
Yeah.
And, like, different lengths of dick and shit.
What did you name your horse?
Zardoz.
Mine is Detective Marcus Bell.
Okay. We will have to get both of those horses.
Mine is Detective Marcus Bell.
Anyway, to catch anybody up who's just been listening to us jibber jab, we hit the O'Driscolls. The Papa O'Driscoll weren't there.
Colm
O'Driscoll, O'Jerry. It looked like those horses were like, see, right when I put it like that, I was like, oh man, there's a really tiny horse fucking that bigger horse.
Of course, that's what you saw. I like to think that hey, yo, come out here. No, stand right here. Stand right here.
Hold on.
Look,
do I have the camera yet? Hold on.
Doesn't it look like Dutch's horse is fucking that other horse, but he's like really tiny? Oh, God damn it. Dr. Albert.
I've been trying to work my Albert voice, but I'm still workshopping. I'm not there yet. But okay. So and then we caught this guy, this O'Driscoll. He was running away, and we captured him.
Very good.
For I'm going to be honest, what seems like not really a very good reason.
Yeah. So I don't know how far you've gotten into the main story. I'm starting to dip my toes in.
Yeah.
But and again, I can't say how captivating this is if you haven't played the first one, but being pretty familiar with the story of the first one, in this story, you start to see how things get to where they were in the first one, considering that this is a prequel.
Yeah.
And you start to see even just little things, and it's written really smartly, and they just start leaning into that. You start seeing the threads, the seeds being planted for what happens at the end of this game, what gets us to Red Dead Redemption. And I don't know about you, but it has started to fill me with like a sense of dread, because like something will happen or somebody will say something to somebody else.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like a middling comment, like no big deal, but I'm like, oh God. Oh, yeah. That's bad. Oh, that's because it's like We'll talk about it because I might be a little bit ahead of you, but
maybe. I've been tooling around in chapter 2 pretty much.
Okay.
Just nonstop.
okay.
I've been doing kind of just like
Yeah.
every single thing that comes up and more, and getting into trouble and whatnot. So,
but you start to see, I mean, the gang is like fraying at the edges.
yeah,
But you're starting to see the cracks forming, and they're cracks that you can trace to giant tectonic, horrible earthquakes that happened in
Red Dead Redemption.
In Red Dead Redemption,
Yeah.
10, 12 people?
damn dude, just give it up. Just give it up, bro. Shave it.
I do not wish to hear about what you got up to in the Navy,
Yeah.
Mr. Pearson.
I don't want to hear about your seaman stories again, Mr. Pearson.
For 50 days.
I don't care how many sailors you sodomized.
He just tells you the story of the Indianapolis and Jaws again.
I wasn't able to
400 men went into the water. 25 men came out.
What I like about this is
December
that
7th, 1945.
he's talking about how they don't have enough food, and yet he's apparently just boiling this huge pot of water. I'm making water soup, making snow soup.
Yeah.
Hunting and they found nothing.
Well, Lenny and Bill are idiots.
One thing that I haven't experienced yet in playing this
Yeah.
is the morbid weirdness that was around every corner in the first one,
Oh, I have.
Oh, really?
I have.
Okay.
Yep. Yes,
I
sir.
have not. I have not. This has all just been desperate frontier drama for me so far. But,
Ugh. Wait.
Starving will be.
you got any Lucky Charms?
Let's go.
Isn't what
Or
is
some cream corn?
awful is like?
Stay here listening to
What
you
is
two.
that? That's like the fatty,
knows
gross
himself
parts of like,
Awful is just like the shit you throw out, right?
like boiled cartilage or something.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that kind of, and like
At least they put salt on
chunks of intestine and
it. Trap.
yeah,
I love trap.
yeah, stuff like that. I think that's what awful
Oh,
is.
I love trap.
But it's salted, so
Yeah. I mean, anything's better if you put some salt on it.
But I haven't really run into any of the bizarre weirdness of the first one, and I'm glad to know that that's still there.
There's some
Because there was a lot of it. in the
There's
first
definitely
one.
something in there, and there's definitely been a few things where it's like things were going in one direction, and then something stupid happened, and then they all started going in a different direction, and then oh god, what is happening?
I wonder if we're gonna run into was his name just Irish?
I'm okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I am okay. Here's and nobody say anything in the comments. All right, fucking keep your mouth shut. Irish or like
Oh, right now.
I really want to kill Nigel, or I really want to meet Nigel.
I'm
Stickhead.
waiting for him to show up.
He's got
It's
to
like-
be in here somewhere.
It's like I know that I've run into characters that I haven't recognized yet.
Right.
That it's like, oh, it's that guy, but like Ross, the FBI guy.
Oh yeah.
Or
By the way, everybody, this is just a mission that teaches you how to hunt. It's really kind of like, I don't know, it's just long and it's mechanical.
yeah, and you use the
Run
tracking,
around.
which is new.
Yeah.
You'll see that.
Yeah.
It is long and mechanical.
Who's
it's
the-
kind of cool.
Is it Seth? Who's
Seth,
like the
weirdo.
shit
Yeah.
hand
the guy that
fucker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he in this? I haven't run into him.
I don't know.
Okay.
I think you're farther than me in this
Okay.
game. So
And
I've
then,
had a lot
Abigail
of shit to do.
and of course Uncle. You've seen Uncle, right?
I have seen Uncle.
Yeah, worthless sack of shit. You're watching this. You're playing this game. And you're like, oh no, he's still fucking worthless. Okay,
Yep.
John was right. He's
Yep.
real shitty.
He's always been worthless.
A bit, but it's
Yeah. Have you done any hunting in the game?
oh yeah.
I was real mad.
Yeah.
Like, because I went on a mission that took me, like, way up back into the mountains, and I killed a bear, and I got the... Whoa. Oh, sorry. Did I not hold down the X button
No, you did not. That's what happened.
during the... it's got the black bars. Like, this is a cutscene, right?
I still haven't deciphered. I could be wrong, but I could swear where it's like, oh, this is a part where the game is taking over, and it's nope. I'm still sitting back there like an asshole. I could be wrong.
And I got a bear pelt, and then I made camp to make some food, and Zardoz was, like, really just neighing up a storm. Like, he was real pissed off about something.
There was something.
And then I kicked the camp, and whatever it was had just, like, grievously injured him and then left, and I had to bring him back to life.
oh God.
And then, because you can get, like horse...
So your horse was mauled while you were camping?
Yes.
That
like
sucks.
wolves or something. And then when I was riding him later on, I was like, oh, the bear pelt is gone. It fell off when he was attacked.
Oh yeah.
And like so Oh, where the fuck is it? It's gone.
Well, see, I had.
It's gone.
Did you have was it the legendary bear pelt?
No. I haven't gone after that guy yet.
Okay,
it was just a regular.
I had the legendary bear pelt, and I couldn't get anybody to buy it,
Uh-huh.
and I couldn't make anything with it.
Yep.
And it's huge. So you just got to carry it around, and I was like, well, shit. And then I dropped it in camp, and there was a note that came up, and it said, hey, if you want to drop something in camp and come back later, it will be exactly where you left it. It was fucking gone next time I looked, and I'm like, okay, maybe I didn't understand the rules.
Yeah.
But the legendary bear pelt that I nearly died for, thanks, Hosea, you asshole, gone.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, all right, I don't understand. And man, I owe so much money in bounties. Oh, God. Because you know how I get. It's like, I'm going to try this a few times. I'm going to try it a few times. Didn't work. All right, everybody's got to die. That's just, it's like, all right, fucking game. You're not going to let me do this the way I'm supposed to. You're going to make it too hard. I'm just going to kill everybody.
Right.
That's my Hitman solution.
So
I try to do the Hitman missions correctly until I get frustrated, and then
we call that
Slaughterhouse.
We call that Plan Jeff.
Plan Jeff.
You see the tracks?
So
I think so.
I actually did that where I robbed a train and I got the full Monty, the full bounty, and then
like Wanted Dead or Alive?
no, like 300. Like it won't go up anymore.
Oh, it won't go over 300?
It won't go over 300.
Oh, good.
At least it wouldn't for me. So after I got to 300, I said, I'm gonna try to figure out how to make $300. And then I got
Good luck.
And then I got a $180 bounty in the place
You were trying to
that I
make
was trying
money.
to make money.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you know what? And this is, I don't do this, Jason, but like, oh, God, get out of cocaine mode. Like, but I was like, you know what, y'all? I'm going to reload the game that I saved 2 hours ago because this is not going well. Like, it's just not going very
it's
well.
Like, and the saves are, like you were saying earlier, you can't really save in the middle of a mission.
No.
And like, if you, like, I've had it to where, okay, I failed the mission, and so it starts me off at the beginning of the mission. Not every time.
Nice. See if you can get
I love that you use cocaine mode to kill the stationary deer with your bow.
I use cocaine mode for everything.
But yeah, it's like sometimes when I will fail them, you got to go skin the.
No.
Oh no, you got to get the other one first.
Yeah, I got to get
Oh,
the
okay.
other one. By selecting call. Oh, okay. So where is the next one? There it is. Yeah, because we're not skinning these. He's just taking them. We're taking them full on back to fucking,
Pearson?
Yeah. Fucking.
Maybe that's the problem. Maybe
Neat.
I've been skinning them and then taking them to Pearson. Because it's like you got to keep contributing shit to your camp, or Dutch bitches at you.
You don't actually really have to.
Just let them starve.
I mean, besides, that's not a lot of. That's not a lot of. I tell you one thing is the way that the cores system works here, where it's like it regenerates.
Yeah.
Man, cocaine mode does not regenerate fast.
I know.
But fortunately, there's a lot of what is it that you is it like whiskey that you drink for cocaine mode, or like
I think cigarettes work.
oh, snuff? It's like tobacco.
Okay, yeah.
tobacco.
There's like a lot of different stuff with like all sorts of different things you can eat. It's like if you eat this, it lowers this core but raises your health. If you take this, it raises your health core but lowers your stamina, or it lowers your stamina core. And so you got to read it really carefully. Like, okay, does this affect my health or does it affect my health core? Does it affect my stamina or does it affect my stamina core?
You're just doing that shit that you've been picking up in the world, haven't you? If
What do you mean?
If you like cook a deer,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
the venison just ups all three cores
yeah.
like crazy.
Yeah, if
and
you-
deer are everywhere.
Yeah.
And you throw a little fucking oregano in there.
This is like conversations that you and I have not about video games.
Yes.
Where you get off on your Instant Pot and you're like, no, you just do this and this and this, and it's amazing.
Little
And it's
venison, little mint.
Yeah.
You can be good. You can be good at that. Yes, sir.
nice work, Arthur.
You know, I feel really bad because. Oh, actually, you know what? I was gonna say, I'm starting to get mad because I realized that like I had to do all the shit chores today, and that next episode you get to do something really fun. Except that I realized that last episode you basically just watched people talk for 30 minutes and then shot like 2 bullets. So
Finally on the turn.
Seems to me we should be putting our effort into getting off this mountain now.
we could just walk off of it. We just walk down.
People are still weak, and you've seen how snowed in those wagons are.
Sewn in those wagons are. He's insane. He's a crazy person.
Yeah.
Even if we do get off here, what then? We'll still have a
But yeah, it does a good job of like
This is a big country.
slowly fleshing out all of the characters in your camp, and you get to know people. And like sometimes I'm in camp and I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna walk around this way because I really don't want to hear Mrs. Grimshaw's shit this morning. And it's so just like you're just living this life on the frontier.
We give
Yeah.
the camp cook 5 minutes to grab the essentials and go. And he
So
doesn't eat
anyway,
bread
I do think that we should clarify for anybody who was watching in the first 2 episodes who's not actually playing the game, like something went really bad in Blackwater, and I, even at the point where I'm playing the game, have not found out what that is.
Yeah, they're still like cagey about it, and like
Something went real bad, and that's
real
why they,
bad. A bunch of people got killed, and it kind of broke them.
And not only just that, but I wonder if you can do this, if you can see it from here. But like, okay, so that's going to be up here.
You're looking for Blackwater?
It won't show you, but where you are in Blackwater, you already have a bounty.
Yeah.
There's like, if you just try to go to that place, there'll be a bounty out on you.
Yeah. It's cool because it's like, oh, some of your map is already unlocked before you've started playing the game.
Right.
Because of shit that you've done.
I should know. I think this is just where we are. I think that all we're looking at here is just all the.
Is Blackwater not on the map?
No. I know where it is, but like, so this is the mountains, right?
Yeah.
So then down here is like the
Oh,
first
I was
town,
thinking
and then, like,
Blackwater was
Blackwater's
on the
like-
map, like unlocked somewhere.
No.
I must be imagining something else. Okay. I'm confused
That
then.
makes him much more useful. Maybe we can get to
I wonder what
them before
Blackwater
they
looks
get to
like.
us.
Because technically it should be less developed, but they have more.
But like St. Dennis is, or Denny or whatever, is like so much bigger.
Oh, it's
than
huge.
Blackwater was in. Like, it's so huge you can barely fucking ride your horse around.
Yeah.
Ass.
It's giant. I only spent like a little bit of time in there. But it's basically like New Orleans or something. It's like a port city, right?
Yeah.
It's like a southern port city. And I didn't really spend much time there, but as I was riding up on the train in my train getaway, I could see like all these smokestacks and everything.
Yeah.
And I was like, this train is the train from Back to the Future 3. It traveled into time through the future.
Oh wait, there's a bear.
Is there?
I think that's what there is. There's like a bear.
There's
or
a bear.
Like
Yeah, see it?
wolves.
It's right there.
Where is it?
It's a big bear.
Oh, is it that
Directly ahead. It's that large moving shape.
That right there?
That's the bear.
Bear.
He's got a lot of meat on him.
We've got enough here. No need to push.
He's got a load of meat on him. You know I like him husky.
I want to kill him and then just bite into him like an apple. Just get me some a little side. I want a lot of like fat and hair and just everything. I just want to throw him on a mostly out fire.
That's why Dr. Albert sounds like that, is because of all the hair he eats. He just eats a lot of hair.
Dutch, I'm telling you, hair is good eating. You need to come over here and get you some of this O'Driscoll hair. You can't be choosy in the mountains, Dutch.
Like, what the hell is Albert doing? Is he looting everyone? Oh, he's shaving them. He's like, I'm going to shave every damn O'Driscoll because Irish hair will give you some spring in your step.
Oh, I'll tell you a secret. Red hair tastes like strawberries.
And hair.
Yeah, and hair. I mean, obviously hair. I like the idea that Dr. Albert Schnitzel will eat anything.
Yeah, he is a competitive eater.
Yep. I mean, really competitive.
Really competitive.
You give me 4 cents, I'll eat that rock over there.
He's trying to open up new categories in the world of competitive eating.
Yep.
He's like, it's always hot dogs or cookies. Why can't it be hair? I once ate 30 pounds of hair in a single sitting.
Are they talking about this guy?
I shat out an entire sweater.
This is Dutch, I shat a sweater.
Would you like it?
Would you like it?
I'm going to have Miss Grimshaw embroider it for you.
I'm going to put a big D on it for dicks.
Oh, for Dutch, nope, for dicks.
For dicks.
I'm going to call it Big D. Big D's shit sweater.
This, Charles actually has a pretty decent backstory. If you guys want to spend 10 minutes reading these, rereading the subtitles, but John,
What was Charles's story?
he's his father is black and his mother's a Native
yeah.
American.
Yeah.
And they lived with the Indians for a while, and then he kind of just like lit off on his own.
Yeah.
And he kind of talks about how he used to be kind of a solo outlaw, but he likes it better with Dutch because Dutch like makes sure that people don't die of consumption or fucking starving or whatever.
I'm glad that this game, for all of its realism, it's like they can't not address how all of the racism and subjugation and the genocide of the Native Americans and everything.
Right.
They couldn't ignore it. They did in the first one.
It would be
But they couldn't really ignore it. But they've only kind of given it kind of a nod, like, well, and I understand because it's really, you want to make sure that you handle that with the delicacy and care that it is required. But at one point they're riding along and they're talking about the Native Americans. I think it was Hosea said, the Native Americans made a deal with the government in this region, and well, it ended unfortunately, or something like that. It's like, well, that's one way to put it.
Yeah.
And then they just kind of brushed past it, and it's like, I know it's not like a history lesson or anything like that.
I mean, you know what? The way that this game is laid out, it might as well be a history lesson at this point. Like the amount of detail that they put into skinning every animal.
Yeah.
Having to watch Arthur fucking tear this shit apart with his bare hand. Have you skinned like a bird?
No.
Or like a small animal? Because
No.
he does it the way that I feel like hunters do it, where he just like kind of cuts and then just like rips it with his hand.
Like a
he does
magic
it,
trick?
Yeah, he's like a 1 and a 2 and a voila! Look, skin.
Do you even skin birds?
Thank you.
I don't even know how that works.
I think you just pluck a bunch of the feathers out of them. But like
Okay.
those small mammals like skunks and like shit, that you do.
You just cut them a little bit, get a grip, and then good jerk.
Rip, yep. A quick clean and jerk, as they say in the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I'm gonna have to do a Modern Rogue episode on skinning.
Find a camp rat
Oh, we're out of time.
around in the kitchen.
Yes, we are. Let's just finish this cutscene up.
We haven't spoken for days. I do my
Oh, it's
best
Uncle.
voice.
Shoot him.
He loves
Shoot
me,
him.
Reed.
Shoot him now. Fuck
It's
the timeline.
insane.
He's gonna become a zombie.
No, it isn't.
Trust me.
Shoot, get lost.
Look, shoot him. It's all right. Everybody knows Gary Marzipan's a Time Lord. He will go back, pluck him out of the timeline right before he dies.
You earned it.
Oh, a sip of whiskey. Thanks.
What is that?
You know what?
Maple syrup.
The only thing.
Like we're gonna do the Super Troopers challenge.
Watching this part of the game, Jason, makes me incredibly glad that I live in Texas.
Oh God, right?
Like, all the times, it's just like it makes my nose cold looking at these motherfuckers just standing around in like jackets. Like, at least Charles has the good sense to put his scarf over his head like he's fucking Imperial snowtrooper. But
I would rather be in this than like live in this area
yeah,
or in this era in Texas.
because you cannot get away from the heat.
Cannot escape because there is no
Also, everybody
AC.
wore long sleeves, long pants, like boots, vests, jackets.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah. You never see any
everything.
cowboys in tank tops and flip flops.
Nope.
That would be Brian. He'd be all kitted out in the cowboy gear and have flip flops on. He'd have his goddamn flip flops on.
Yep. All right. Well, you know what?
You bring it to me.
Let's wrap it up. Hey, folks, hit the like, subscribe button. If you'd like to see these a day earlier, you can always head on over to Rage Select. Got all kinds of fun stuff. We're going to be doing this every week. So, you know what? I haven't decided what day I'm putting it up yet. Part of me wants it to go on Wednesday, and then we can have, like, Western Wednesdays. But
It's good. It's good.
I don't really know yet. So, who knows when you'll be seeing this, but patreon.com/Rage Select. Also, we got some Amazon links to kick us some bucks, and in return, we'll kick you some bonus videos that nobody else gets to see. Jason, what would you like to pimp out this week?
Modern Rogue on YouTube every Friday. Check it out.
All right.
He is busy making
All right.
plans.
Join us back here next week for more Red Dead Redemption 2.